those of you out there lucid dream, astral project, and to go into other people's dreams, be warned. This is a big warning because this happened to me. Demons are using dreams in order to trick souls into contracts by giving you the delusion that it's a dream. All right, and that, oh, it's just a dream, blah blah blah, and nothing bad gonna come of it. No, it is actually a sneak manipulation to try and get you into a soul contract. I know because it happened to me. All right. So that's why I've been under all the dream warfare lately, apparently, is so that when they told me the truth of what they did and why they had to fix it, that I would believe them. See, it happened many years ago when I first started lucid dreaming, and I ran into a demon. And why I lost the ability to dream for like a year is that the only thing they said to me to jog my memory was like, I'd trade my soul to see them titties. And I got to thinking about it because I could remember the titties. You know what I mean? But I couldn't remember the bar or where it was, how I got there, or anything else. So then my memory started to jog a little bit more. It was during that time I was lucid dreaming. And I remembered the bar. And the bar had demons running around with it in it, you know, like spirits and all kinds of stuff. And I was just like all chill at the bar. And they're like, man, he ain't freaking out or nothing. And I was sitting next to this chick, which is this huge, amazing rack. And, you know, since it was a bar seeing demons and stuff, I was just like, all right, whatever. I guess I thought lightly of the subject. It's like, I'll trade my soul to see them titties. And she just smiled real big. She's like, okay, and whipped them out. She said, wow, that was easy. And I woke up, completely forgot about the entire thing. You know, with the atmosphere of the bar and getting loaded at the bar and everything, and demons running around and stuff, making light of the subject. It's just like, you know. I didn't really have a concept of spiritual warfare or angels or demons or anything like that. You know what I mean? So basically, what happened is years later, I ended up with another soul contract. All right, half my body was getting eaten by darkness, and then a light came down, and I grabbed the light. So God offered me a way out of the contract, I guess. So basically, my mission was to go around and go through all this spiritual warfare, all these demonic attacks. They said they burnt up every resource they had, other people that could hear them, other people that were demon worshippers, other people that were, you know, could hear the same things that I could hear and see the same things that I could hear. Basically, I had to go and expose the entire operation. And that's when God finally laid claim to me. And then that's when basically they had to reveal everything they'd done. I had to rip up my contract. Um, you know, luring people into dreams and getting them to sell their soul through false pretenses. Apparently, God isn't allowing that. He used me to expose the entire operations. It was one of the conditions of my missions while I was here, apparently. And that's why these things have been forced to have to help me remember, forced to tell me the truth, help jog my memory. They keep apologizing constantly. They're like, we didn't know who you were. We're sorry. All that stuff like that. They're telling me they burnt up all their resources. They're telling me they hit me with everything they had in order to stop me because they started to realize who I was as it went on. And, you know, but it is what it is. I'm grateful to have been of service to God to help expose this entire operation. That's why you need to be careful in your dreams. God obviously ain't going to let it happen. If you was suckered into a dream contract with demons and you thought it was all whatever, it was just a dream, you know, it's just la la la, don't worry. Those contracts are getting tore up. They're getting null and void. You know what I mean? The big man upstairs, he's just like, nah, you ain't doing that to people. So it was one of my parts of one of my missions to go down here and expose this. You know what I mean? My whole life, all I've been doing is exposing evil, manipulation tactics, government tactics, spiritual warfare. That's what I do. That's pretty much my mission, is to expose this shit. And they jogged my memory. I didn't even remember that at all. Like, it was completely gone. And a lot of my dreams was of me walking through hell and turning around and walking right back out. Because I guess I was probably the first person to realize this and expose this with no knowledge of what was going on. Literally walked halfway through hell, turned around and walked right back out. And that's why I make these education videos today. So be warned about your dreams. Spirits will try to lure you into false dream contracts. All the spirituality stuff I'm telling you about, these attacks and warnings, are true. They come straight from the horse's mouth. Beware, be warned. Take care of yourself. Given everything I've gone through, would I do it again in another timeline? Would I live the same life experience as this one again in another timeline in order to save as many souls as possible and to expose corruption? You bet your fucking ass I would. Every fucking time. Because that's the mission. God bless. Thank you. And thank you for watching.